Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you again for another Appalachian Trail community news, thru hiker update, and trail information. Well, it has been a skinny minute since I last talked to y'all later. Been caught up in doing life. The Matrix has got me caught up, and the good thing about it is I've also spent some time out there on the trail, and so that has been awesome. The leaves hadn't busted out here in the foothills of North Carolina yet, but they are coming up. Trail Boss and I were fortunate enough to, a couple weekends ago, to go up to Grandfather's Mountain in North Carolina and see the leaves at their peak. And got to tell you, that's the most gorgeous I have seen the leaves in a long time. So in any case, let's get to what you are here for, and that's about what's going on with the Appalachian Trail and not what's going on with Ramdino and Trail Boss. So we got a few updates going on. The biggest update is Katahdin is closed. That's right, Katahdin closed on October 20th. So Hunt Trail system and anything going up there that is on the treadway, the Appalachian Trail, is closed. So that brings NOBO season to a close. So of course, we still got SOBO season, still got flip-flops, so we're not going to forget about those people still following those. But if you didn't summit, you're going to have to wait until they open back up in December, sometime when everything is frozen over. And if you started later in the year, even maybe January, February, March, then and you didn't get up there before they closed, then you have the opportunity to get up there, but it will be cold, I guarantee you that. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute, but let's talk about who is out there on the trail. So SOBO right now is who that most of the people out there that we're aware of. We got the Skogman family, or the Skogman family, I believe is how you pronounce that. And they're somewhere in central Virginia. They have hit the James River footbridge and also the Guillotine. I thought they were somewhere around Fresh Ground, who is currently in the Virginia Highlands, not the Roan Mountain Highlands, but Grayson Highlands. He said he fed them, but he said he fed them remotely, so they may not be to him yet. He's up there around the elk trailhead up there. So in any case, they should be getting close to Grayson Highlands real soon here. And of course, once you get to Grayson Highlands, it's just a just right across the mountain there to Damascus, and then Damascus not too far from from Tennessee line, and so you'll be done with one more state. So that's awesome. Lilo and Stich, they are coming into the Shanties right now. They're taking a 0. Lilo has some type of tooth emergency going on, and they got to wait till the dentist opens up this coming weekend. So they have really had a tough go. If you've been following them and all, and I will leave the description, down the description section, a link to their Facebook page and their YouTube. They're a mother and daughter, and they are very interesting. If for no other reason, it's kind of like sometimes people watch NASCAR racing, and they don't watch them for everybody just to get out there and turn left all day long and go around and around in circles. They watch them for the wrecks. Well, Lilo and Stich have had a few wrecks. So they've had COVID, they got a tooth problem now, and Stich has lived up to her name and had 2 pretty significant accidents where she required a lot of stitches and staples. So 2 different accidents there that she'd had where she took some endos and did some face plants and decided that at the time it was the right thing to do to dive into a rock or a root or something. And so she is wearing a helmet now from now on. So I think that's a good thing to do. But any case, they're mother and daughter, and they are actually hiking out there, SOBO, and they are hiking, raising money through the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's disease. So Lilo's father and Stitch's husband has Parkinson's disease, and so they are out there raising money for him. During the accident, fortunately, Stitch, she had a minimum loss of gray matter during those times. So they're Charlie Miking, continuing their mission throughout the course up there. And they are, after they had the accident, she had to have the staples, and the doctor gave her the staple remover because Lilo is in veterinary medicine at the time. She's in college, and so she knows how to remove staples apparently from flesh, from a hole in the head, and so that's what she's doing. But they're on a mission to raise $50,000 for Michael J. Fox, and I think I just went and looked, and they are just been put over the $38,000 dollar mark. So that is awesome out there. I'll leave a link to that down below. That's neat that they're doing that. So go and help them out there if you can. And all their links will be down below in the description section. Mishap, he has crossed over the James River footbridge and is somewhere south of Thunder Ridge, and he's gone 6 days without a mishap. So that's how he got his trail name. It seems like he's constantly having mishap, and of course he's being supported by Amethyst. They were both through hiking together, but Amethyst had to get off for some health reasons, and so she is now supporting Mishap. Special K and Divining Rod, they summited, and they have about 90 miles to finish on their Nobo flip-flop. Backtrack, he is now south of Glasgow, and Star summited, and she was raising money for Hike for Mental Wellness, and she decided that she was going to end her flip-flop Nobo, which Nobo hike turned into a flip-flop because she skipped Vermont, and then there were some places in the 100-mile wilderness she had to skip because of flooding, and once she summited, she decided that she was done. So done a huge portion, but the biggest thing for her is she has raised over $10,000 for a hike for mental illness. So that is awesome, Star. Appreciate all you're doing for those folks out there and for that very worthwhile charity. And then Crossword, he is still out there on the trail, and he may have finished Springer by now. So Crossword, you've updated a few times to me and sent me a couple texts even while I was out there on the trail. So if you've summited or finished Springer, wherever you finished, let us know. And that goes for everybody out there. So if you are still on trail, SOBO flip-flop, Nobo going to get as far as you can before you have to get off there at Baxter, then please send me your updates. Be glad to include you in our updates. And then summits, we've had Lost Johnny and Rainbow. They have summited, and they were number 1381 for Rainbow and 1382, and they summited on October 9th. Dandelion, she summited. She was number 1041, and she started on February 18th, so it took her 7 months and 7 days to finish her hike. Papa Bear, he is also completed his 2,636 mile Bama to Baxter trip and through hike, and so he is summited as well. Friend of mine that I met there at Trail Days, Tennessee, he summited. Congratulations to him. And then Gypsy and Fern, they summited. I also met them at Trail Days. Really neat couple, really just two great people, two great souls to talk to and everything. They came up and sought me out there where I was camping, and so it was really nice to talk to them. So they've summited. Huge thing in their life, but even bigger thing in their life is once they summited, then they are now engaged. So that is awesome. Congratulations to them, and hopefully that this will be just not only their summit, but the start of something really great from them. Look forward to seeing how things progress for them in their life. And then Resupply, he summited. He started on March 18th, and he was number 1067. So Nobo folks up there, whether we tracked you or not, whether you updated me or not, please share your summits with me, your pictures, and what your number was. We want to honor you by including you in our summit announcements. I also heard from another thru hiker who's a good friend of mine, and she had indicated that the summit number, the Nobo number that they assign you there, may not necessarily mean anything, or not as much as we kind of place emphasis on it, because she said a lot of people, she knew a lot of people that had the Nobo number, but they were not finished, and they had to go back and pick up some miles. So that's kind of the best thing we have for keeping up with how many people have summited, knowing that it's not perfect, but that's really about all we have to be able to keep up with the number of people that have summited this year. And then SOBO and flip-floppers, your season's still going on. Excited about that. So send me your updates and send me your finishes with your picture as well, and where you finished and when you started and what day you finished. And we want to include you also in our honoring folks that have finished their hike. So that's awesome. Big thanks out there to Susan Leviathan. She gave me a super thank. So what's a super thank? So down below this video, you'll see a button there that you can click on called Super Thanks. And basically, it's a way to give a small, or you can give a large, donation to the channel. helps me go out there and keep bringing you information, going out on the trail and finding other thru hikers, helping them out, and just maybe doing some trail magic occasionally and giving to other trail angels and stuff. So it just helps out in general, and so greatly appreciate you doing that, Susan. Thanks a lot. Anybody else wants to do that, you can do that. Or if you want to become a monthly, somebody who helps out monthly, I have a Patreon, and of course always your subscriptions and just your comments and your normal thanks, all those really keep me pumped up and going. So thanks a lot for that. So we do have some news. We talked about Katahdin. They closed on the 20th. They had indicated they had had a lot of damage up there due to some rains that had come through. I guess Hurricane Ian came through and made a mess out of the place, and then just some other rains. But they do typically close this time of year anyway to protect that fragile alpine environment. So that was certainly expected for them to close. So something coming up that we've got on the channel that I'm excited about. We did it last year and it was a real big success. Looking forward to it even building on it again, and that is our Foothills Trail thru hike. So we'll be doing that on December 27th. So the Foothills Trail is a trail down in South Carolina. It's about 76 miles long. It's got lots of ups and downs. So it's not anything as far as, as long ups or as long downs as the AT, but it's a really good way for those people that are going to be thru hiking to get out there and check out the gear and the practice. And we'll have some thru hikers from 2022 out there. Last year we had some that had thru hiked previously in 2021 and earlier years, so that was neat. So this will be a good chance if you're a thru hiker to come out there, and you'll have other thru hikers there, be able to ask questions and everything. But hey, just come on out, be part of the hiker community. Fresh Ground's going to be there. He'll be supporting us for part of the way, so that's always neat. Far Out does have an app, a trail map for the Foothills Trail now, so that's pretty cool that they've done that. We have a direction. We can go east to west or west to east. So last year we went west to east. Don't know if we'll change it up this year or not, but the idea is that last year we didn't finish because the weather turned bad. We're going to finish this year. So that's what our goal is, and I'd like to invite anybody out there to come along for that. And so now that NOBO season is over, we are getting ramped up for the 2023 NOBO season. Of course, we are still including those folks that are out there SOBO or flip-flopping or finishing their trip for 2022, but we're getting ramped up. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the ability for you guys to go ahead and register for my support list. That's Ramdino's Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker Support list, and this is a place where you can go and add your name and trail name and when you're leaving and direction of travel and your social media. So it's mainly out there for folks that have social media and that will be updating from time to time, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or trail journals or something else like that. We also have a place where you can indicate if you're a veteran or first responder, as well as if you're hiking for a charity, a place you can put that down there, and when you're leaving. So that link is down below, and the link down below will also be active for other folks to go and see that. So people will be able to follow you along and give you an attaboy or an attagirl and just keep you pumped up all the way. And some folks have the opportunity, particularly those who do a lot of posting, that people actually come out to the trail and give you trail magic while you're out there on the trail. So that's pretty cool as well. Just remember, part of the updates of that is I don't ever give away exact hiker locations just for hiker safety out there. So that link is down there below as well. I want to thank everybody that wished me a happy birthday. I had a birthday on October 22nd, so that was pretty cool to hear from a lot of you folks out there. Thanks a lot for doing that. Got some videos coming up of some the trail time I've spent over the past 6 to 8 weeks. So been working my way up through Virginia, and it was just been really neat to be out there on the trail. You folks that I've met out there, neat to see you, and just had a great time on trail. And looking forward, as always, to getting back out there, but looking forward to just the holiday season coming up, spending time with family, and just spending time out here in creation. These woods are going to blow up here pretty soon with color, and look forward to sharing that with you. Folks, that's all I got this week. As always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out here.